the sovereignty, omnipotence, and boundless love of God. Here's a breakdown of its key themes. 1. The sovereignty of God. God's ways are higher than ours, and His authority is unmatched. His control spans from the smallest details of nature to the grandest events in human history. Key scriptures. Psalm 103:19. The Lord hath prepared His throne in the heavens, and His kingdom ruleth over all. Ephesians 1:11. According to the purpose of Him who worketh all things after the counsel of His own will. Genesis 20. You meant it for evil against me, but God meant it for good. 2. God's control over nature and creatures. Nature operates under God's command, and what humans perceive as laws are consistent manifestations of His will. Miracles are described as extraordinary acts of providence, not disruptions of natural order. God's dominion over creatures is evident, as seen in the story of Jonah and Jesus' words about sparrows, Matthew 10:29. Control. God's control over life events. Even in human wickedness, like Joseph's brothers selling him into slavery, God's plan prevails for good. Believers are reminded that God's perspective transcends time, seeing the end from the beginning. 4. God's faithfulness and love. Despite life's storms, disappointments, and uncertainties, God's promises remain unshaken. Numbers 23:19. Believers are encouraged to trust God's process, knowing He orchestrates all for good. Romans 8:28. The ultimate expression of God's love is the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. John 3:16. 5. The immensity and mystery of God. God's greatness and power are beyond human comprehension. His throne in heaven and the earth as His footstool demonstrate His infinite majesty. Isaiah 66:1. Worshipping God requires alignment of the Spirit, emphasizing a relationship built on surrender and truth. John 4:24. 6. Application for believers. Trust in God's plan, even when circumstances seem dire. Stand firm in faith, guided by what you know from God's Word, rather than what you see. Embrace God's love and strive for obedience, knowing His laws are given for our good. Reflect on God's unchanging nature and His faithfulness in both trials and blessings. This passage is a powerful reminder of God's omnipresence and omnipotence, calling believers to a deeper trust, reverence, and love for their Creator. It invites reflection on how we respond to life's challenges and God's overwhelming grace. If you'd like, I can help adapt this into a structured format for teaching, a sermon, or personal study. Let me know.